Hello, and welcome to the Mindful in Minutes podcast, a guided meditations podcast brought to you by Yoga for You. I'm Kelly, and today I'll be leading you through your meditation. So go ahead and get comfortable, settle in, and enjoy your meditation practice. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Mindful in Minutes podcast. I'm so happy that you are here today and that I'm getting the chance to lead you in this meditation. So just a reminder, there are still a few spots open in the 2022 Hawaii and Ireland meditation retreat. So if you've been feeling called to deepen your practice and carve out some time for you and experience the magic of a meditation retreat, I would love to have you. And also you can save $100 on any remaining spots between now and November 15th, which is coming up quickly if you're listening when this episode is released. You'll just use coupon code MINDFUL, and I'll link everything in the show notes, or you can head over to my website or Instagram to learn more. So today we're going to be working with anger, resentment, and frustration, specifically releasing these things when we no longer want to experience them or holding them in our hearts. But first, I want to just make a little note that anger and frustration, they're not bad things, right? It's just part of the human experience. They're perfectly normal human emotions. And I think it's important to make this note that when we work with emotions, when we're meditating, we're just trying to observe the emotions without a judgment being placed or without feeling bad about how we're feeling or being harsh towards ourselves. We're just observing how we're feeling and just being a witness to what's happening beneath the surface. So this meditation is here for you when you're ready to let go of the feelings of anger and frustration when it's taking hold of you. But know that if you're feeling that way, you're not a bad person, that this is just a part of the human experience. So go ahead and get comfortable, settle in, and prepare for your meditation practice. Then once you're comfortable, check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Name it, identify it. You're probably feeling anger or frustration, or maybe even resentment, and that's all okay. You're not here to judge your feelings, but just to look at them objectively and tune in to how you're feeling right now. And now tune into your body. Where in your physical body are you holding on to this anger or frustration? It might show up in your body as a squeezing or tightness, or a clenching of the muscles in a specific area. Where are you allowing these feelings to manifest and appear in your physical body? Just tune into those spaces now. And now take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Inhaling through the nose, and exhale, sigh the breath out through your mouth. Do this 2 more times. And then begin driving the breath down low into your belly, almost as if you're trying to breathe down into your pelvis and down towards your feet. And allow the belly to expand fully and fall effortlessly as you breathe in and out. Tune into your breath, slowing it down and allowing it to become softer and fuller and have a calming effect on you. Now send your breath to the areas where you can feel your anger and frustration manifesting in your body. Feel them expand with breath as you inhale. And as you exhale, softening these areas, and feel the anger and frustration begin to leave your body. Inhaling, bringing in breath and oxygen to these areas. Exhaling, letting it soften. And allowing those areas that are hardened by your pain and frustration to begin to release on the exhale. Breathing low and slow. Breath by breath, your body begins to release your pain, anger, frustration, and resentment. Allow your awareness to come to your heart center. Take inventory of your heart and notice where your anger and frustration may be beginning to harden into resentment and taking root into your heart and soul. As you continue with your breath, tell yourself, I choose to let go of my anger and frustration, and I replace it with openness and love. So repeating that to yourself, I choose to let go of my anger and frustration, and I replace it with openness and love. Continue to repeat this to yourself until you physically feel the heart center begin to soften. Now, in your mind's eye, see yourself holding a large clear crystal sphere in your hands. It's round and smooth, it's crystal clear. You're holding this sphere in your hands, and watch as it begins to draw out all of the anger, frustration, resentment, and pain from your body, heart, and mind. You just see it being drawn from your body. Maybe it looks like a certain color of light or a dark smoke or whatever intuitively feels natural. Watch as this clear crystal sphere begins to draw these things out of your body and heart and be trapped into the sphere. Take your time, continuing to breathe, and just allow all of these feelings of negativity, anger, frustration to be drawn out of your heart and your body and be placed in that sphere. If you find there are areas of resistance or you're struggling to let go, continue to repeat to yourself, I choose to let go of my anger and frustration, and I replace it with openness and love. Take a few more moments to let any lingering feelings of anger and frustration to be drawn out of your body and into that sphere. Noticing how the sphere is no longer clear, but it's now filled with all of that gunk and hurt and frustration and anger that was drawn out of your body. Gaze at this sphere and see how it's now been filled and muddled with what you've released. Hold it in your hands and take a moment to acknowledge the lessons you have learned from the experiences that brought you these feelings. Take a moment to acknowledge what created these feelings. Then, looking at that sphere one more time, say, I release you. Then take the sphere, bury it in the ground, let the earth take care of it for you. You are now free of the weight that binds and that weighs you down from holding on to that anger and frustration in your body and heart. Instead, you are now open and loving, and your heart is on the mend. Take 3 more deep cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhale, sighing the air out of your mouth. Do that 2 more times. And gently begin to reawaken by wiggling fingers and toes, deepening your breath. And when it feels right to bring your meditation to a close, however feels good and right for you. And thank you so much for joining me today for this meditation practice.